What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. Today, we have the honor and privilege of being joined by Redman. Thank you for coming through, sir.
Hey, you already know. How you feeling, bro?
Man, everything is good. So we're here for the Red Bull event, and one of the things, everybody always talks about hip-hop, but I think they often forget a lot of the elements, including b-boying, a.k.a. breakdancing.
Right.
So for you, why is it so important to represent all the facets of hip-hop?
Okay. The elements, DJing, MCing, graffiti, breakdancing, and last is the knowledge of all of them. We incorporate all of them into our life, into our everyday. Hip-hop is not just a form of culture. It's a way of life.
Right.
It's like sometimes I might be doodling while I'm on tour, and I might do a little graffiti. And during our shows in the Red and Meth show, we dance. We do coordinated steps, which is natural for two guys that never practice. We coordinate our steps from every show that we do, meaning that we never rehearsed our moves on stage. It just actually came together while we worked during the show. And in order for you to have that kind of execution, it got to be embedded in you, you know?
Right.
So it's very important to support all elements of hip-hop. Mm-hmm. If you can, if you will. If you want to really be, culture-driven.
Right.
Support the whole culture, the fullness of hip-hop. And that's the 4 elements, plus the last one, that's the knowledge of everything.
Yes. Now, for you, what has breaking in particular brought to your life?
What breaking has brought into my life? You know what? It brought groove.
Okay.
It brought a sensation of I love. For example, my favorite breaking movie is Beat Street, hands down.
Okay.
Hands
it should be.
Hands down. Nothing on the West Coast and breaking, because Turbo and Boogaloo Shrimp, that was
Boogaloo.
Yeah, that was great. But Beat Street was that epitome of real rock steady breaking and meeting at the club and getting it on. It was just as exciting as seeing my favorite artists perform, like KRS-One or Slick Rick. It's just as exciting as seeing them perform and learning from them. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm not a good breaker. I might pop a little bit, I might do a little, but I'm not a breaker. But the execution, the excitement, the drive of breaking, it gives me something far as my lyrics and the passion to be very, what would I say?
Animated?
Not just animated, but all right. When a dude do a breaker move, right, and he looks and see the breaker move he do, and he got his turn to go, he's like, all right, I know what to do to top that right off the bat. So he going to some crazy shit. So it's that ignition of excitement that I got from it. So when I write, I'm not just starting off on the track, I'm coming on that bitch like boom bang boom boom bang, and then I'm all the way down the track. So it all coincides. If you feel me, like if you know what I mean,
And that being said, throughout your career, I would say you've been one of the more humorous artists, especially in rap, especially. So why has that been such an integral part to your lyrics and your videos and your stage show?
Why is humor a part of my
aesthetic?
My aesthetic, my mechanics of MCing.
Yes.
Because I come from a very, very, very gritty background as far as Newark, New Jersey. If you do the knowledge on Newark, New Jersey, we're very, very like black cultural driven there. That's where the riots happen. That's where it's a very industrial city. At the time when I came out, everyone was just talking about hard times in the hood and trying to make it out and trying to make a buck, and the white man got his foot on my neck. And yeah, we came from that, but in my city, we also like to have fun.
Right. Everybody likes to have fun.
Everybody likes to have fun. You can't just be all day, because that makes a boring artist, makes a boring character. Mm-hmm. I always implemented a little fun in my arsenal because I wanted to alleviate how people looked at hip hop as a negative. I wanted to let them know, like, no, a lot of us came from the streets, but we like to have fun. This is something that your kids can enjoy as well. And as you see, it became, hip hop is like the universal culture of everyone. Everyone can understand hip hop. And it shows because in the 90s we did shows over in Japan, and they didn't know a word, but they felt it. And they rocked with us, and they kind of mimicked what we did. So it's a universal culture. So adding that funness to it just gave it a little leverage of, wow, I like what they're doing. They're not just talking about this and guns and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can talk about, at the end of the day, you ask anyone, I am quick to jump shit off. But when you meet me, you like, nah, he's not that guy.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. And that's what I want people to look at hip hop as. It's not something aggressive that you should run away from. It's something you can learn from.
And brings us to the last question. The educational element of hip hop, I think, obviously KRS-One Boogie Down Productions had edutainment, and you know, you bring a lot of humor and stories and all these different things. So why is, for hip hop culture and rap music specifically, why is education and knowledge so valuable and important to what the culture is?
Because at the end of the day, as far as artists too, you got to be up on your game. I always tell people, whatever you hear, don't just go jump the gun and believe it. Go research it. Research is very valuable to anyone that want to learn something. Having knowledge, but mostly having knowledge of self and being self-aware of yourself as far as the love. That's more important to any hip-hop artist or any human being, period. But it is very important, as not just for artists or hip-hop artists, but for any artist, R&B artist, country singer, it don't matter. You should have knowledge of where you come from, the background of music you come from as well. A lot of artists today, if you throw out KRS-One, they don't know who they are.
Right.
If you throw out, oh, well, they might have heard of Salt-N-Pepa, but if you throw out Dana Dane, they might not know who he is. If you throw out Slick Rick, they should know who he is, but some of the young people might not know who Slick Rick is. It is very important to step back and see and learn where you come from. Learn the mechanics of what they did back in the day, especially as an artist, because it'll actually open you up to more ideas.
Well, there it is. Well, Redman, thanks so much for coming through to Unique Access, man. Appreciate your time.
You already know. Thank you, brother.